Evening, everybody. Welcome to an impromptu live with Mr. Knast. That is me. It's been a busy week. Sorry we haven't been live as much this week, but with the Phillies playing in the League Championship Series, it makes it a little bit more difficult to put on the show and have people hang out with us. So I figured tonight I would just pop in since there's no baseball game and talk to you, the viewer. I'll wait and see if anyone wants to jump in. Because tonight we're just going to have an open discussion. If people want to jump on in, say what's up, let me know you're here. Put on some background music so I hear my echo. If not, we're just hanging out and chit-chat for a little bit. So, I know Wednesdays normally are TNT with myself and Miss Mama D. We are working on a new schedule to make it happen. So, for the time being, I'm just hanging out. So, if you're in chat and you want to chit chat, let me know that you're here. We turn this down a little bit more. But tonight's basically going to be an open discussion because, as a content creator now for over a year, I've noticed that some shows do better on this channel than others. And I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to get you, the viewer, more involved. I mean, we have a couple good nights during the week, and then we have some dead nights. I'm just curious to know if there is something from a channel standpoint we need to change, content-wise we need to change. Like, if there's any ideas that our viewers have to offer that can make this show that much better. So that's what tonight's all about. Just hanging out, see who wants to pop in, chit chat, maybe throw some ideas around, just to get you, the viewer, back involved. Because when we first started the show, our chats were popping; they were off the hook. We had a lot of people interested in this, and then certain shows, like I said, still do very well. But there's some shows that on this channel that have been mainstays that tend to struggle. So I want to know what the viewer, have you tuned in for the first time tonight or just in general? I mean, we have an awesome follower group, and I can't thank everybody enough for the support. We're helping with the page and help support it, but it seems like it's lacking something, and I need to figure out what that is to put it over the top. So, whatever, how long people want to hang out, if people just want to stop in and just give suggestions, I'm open to it. Because when you do a talk show like this, like, I wouldn't say it's even really a podcast at this point. It would be more like that interactive talk show where, like, we try to get people involved with it. So, I mean, please feel free to let me know that you're here. Like I said, it's just me tonight hanging out. Yes, I'm just trying to get viewer feedback on what we can do to make the show grow even more than it already has. So I mean, I'll wait and see if anybody wants to say what's up. Like I said, no impromptu live tonight, just hanging out, trying to get viewer interaction to figure out what I can do to make this show more appealing so we can get new people involved, and our old viewers will come back and want to hang out with us more. So, evening, Gary. Nice to see you. Hope all is well today, sir. Let me drop a shoe. For a bit and have a open discussion. There we go. Share that out, see if people want to jump on in. Gary, I hope you had a good day. Nice to see you in chat as always. Thanks again for your help last night with rearranging the studio. I don't know how it sounds, how it looks. Hopefully it sounds good. I'm liking the camera angle. You get more of the show banner behind me that some of my good friends were nice enough to give me. Uh, it's different. I will say the new setup is different, and it feels more open in here, which is good. I'm not as confined as I was. I might have to change it a little bit, but all in all, I can't complain with it. So, I mean, nice having a little armrest next to me other than my chair. Um, yeah, I, it's definitely different. I will say that much. So, see if anyone else wants to jump on in, but yeah. I mean, the setup's not bad. You got this other desk right to my right now. I'm on a smaller desk, so it's kind of differently set up. So, if you're just popping in, welcome to an open discussion with Mr. Knast, the host of the Basement Show. Normally on Wednesday nights we have trivia with myself and Mama D. We're trying to work out a new schedule because life happens sometimes and some people get busy. But I figured I hadn't done a show all week because the Phillies playing in the League Championship Series. And around here, it's a very exciting time on the East Coast if you're a Phillies fan, especially in my neck of the woods and so forth. So I just figured I'd hop in, say what's up to people, let people know that they can come in and say what they want. I mean, I'm trying to make the show better for you, the viewer. I mean, we have 5 awesome shows, I think, in my opinion, right now, but it feels like it's missing something. So that's why I figured I'd go live tonight, just to have an open discussion, see if anyone had any ideas that could make the show that much better. Because you figure I've been live now since August of last year, and like it starts so well, but then it drops off. I mean, some of our shows during the week kick ass, I will admit to that. Then there's some of our older shows that I have seen have struggled. So I mean, do I gotta add more of a certain somebody to the show? Do I need to change things up? Like that's what tonight is all about. It's just talking to you, the viewer, to find out what would interest you to make you want to come back more. So please don't be shy. Let me know you're here. By the way, I love when drivers on Thursday. You never know what's going to be discussed. He's open to anything. Add me to the show. Evening, Jackie. I mean, thank you for your input. I mean, the rep does a great job on Thursday nights. I will say that. He is one of our newcomers to the show. Him and Shannon both are awesome support help. They do a wonderful job with what they do for me. And I can't thank them enough for their time and stuff like that. So, hey, who knows? Maybe I do need to add more rep to the show. Because by far, his show on Thursday night is kick-ass. Everybody knows that. You never know what he's going to discuss, and you never know what's going to come out of his mouth next. And that's what makes it so unique. So, I mean, you're right when you say that, Jack. I love all of it. You're doing a great show. Well, thanks. I mean, that truly means a lot. I mean, it's hard to believe that we've been live now since August of last year, 2022. And like to see where the show has gone, where it started to now, it's just like night and day. But like, I just feel as of late, some of our mainstay shows are struggling. I mean, I don't know, like if I need to tinker something, if I need to remove a show, add a different type of show, like that's where like tonight falls into place. Is because I want to hear from people who watch the show, like as a viewer standpoint, like what do you like about the show? What can we improve about the show? What can we add to the show? Like stuff like that. So I mean, that's what the title of tonight is. It's just an open discussion. So like, I mean, there has to be people out there, like I said, who have been watching this since the very beginning, and if that's who you are, I truly thank you. And if you're new to the show, you came over when we added the Rev, or Shannon stopped popping in and was Morgan on Tuesday nights for entertainment night, like, you missed the very beginning of the show, but you've caught like the growth of the show. So like now I feel like I'm in a parallel, and I need to take it up a notch. I mean, it's fantastic having all you here. I'm not knocking that. It's just I feel like I'm missing something. So like I want you, the viewer, as someone who watches the show on a daily basis, because I'll go back and watch the show. But like from a host standpoint, you watch it differently compared to a viewer standpoint. So that's where like I would like to have the viewers come up with the ideas that help grow this show. So like people like Jackie, Gary, like you guys are the voice of the show tonight, and I would like to hear your ideas. Like Jackie has already presented one, add her to the show. I mean, that's something we could do. We could change up hosts once in a while. We could add different hosts. Or we can, like I said, various show topics. Like, as much as people like it, like, it's Friday night movie night. Some people don't like it anymore. When we first started, we had an awesome Friday night show. That people not want to talk about sports. Like, that's what I need to figure out, is how we can get more people involved in the chat, watching the shows, and so forth. So please give me suggestions. I am open to anything. I know I'm sounding like I'm begging. I'm trying not to. Or even do like a bring up people on like an open discussion one night. Yeah, and that's another idea. I mean, we've done open mic nights in the past. We turned the open mic night into the Red Grim show on Thursday nights and so forth, which is a phenomenal show. But like, that's an idea. Like, just have like a round table one night. I can have up to 6-7 people in studio. Sure, it gets a little crowded, but who knows? People might like to hear just people going back and forth. I mean, that's the type of ideas I need. I mean, I should have brought down my notebook. Like, that's a good idea. Just do like a open roundtable discussion one night. Talk about life. Talk about, like, there's certain things you don't want to talk about on this show. So, hey, you guys in chat. Good evening, Amber. Thank you for popping in and supporting the show tonight. Tonight we're just having an open discussion because I've been kind of bothered as of late. Not in a bad way. Amber, but like in a way that I need to figure out a way to make the show better. So that's what tonight is all about. Just hearing from you, the viewer. Jackie's giving a couple good ideas in chat of just how to make the show that much better. Did you see the prices for the Diamondback Phillies game coming up? They're cheap because nobody likes baseball in Arizona apparently. So it is what it is. That stadium will just be overtaken by Phillies fans, and that's how they do it. So now the price of getting after Arizona is what we're gonna get you. If you got $400 to book a flight through, I'll go with you. How about that? Because don't forget, you gotta book a flight and hotel on top of spending the $20, $30 for a ticket. So there's more to it than just a game, okay? It'd be awesome to be out there, don't get me wrong, but yeah, like, I don't know if you're still here or not, Amber, but like Jackie has suggested, like, do a round table discussion type thing. Like, I mean, that'd be kind of cool, but like, when you do shows like this, like, my golden rule is you can ask anyone that helps me host a show. I try to stay away from politics and religion, because when you're talking about those two, it can get into a very heated discussion, and you kind of don't want that. You just want to have that fun aspect. Like, you just want to sit back, hang out, and like, just have fun doing this. When you add topics like that, it just seems to fuel people's fire, and it could end up in fights, and I don't need that. Don't want that. So, like, an open discussion is a good idea, but you have to have limitations to that. To a degree. Agree that you should keep it regular. Yeah, I mean, Alan would tell you Alan's been doing this stuff a lot longer than I have on his previous channel and so forth. Alan would tell you that religion and politics nowadays will get you so much hate on these type of shows when it's just meant to be fun, to the point that you don't even want to do it anymore because you got so much animosity in your chat that it gets hostile. And we're saying Jerry. Hey, I mean, we could set stuff up like that. Like if you wanted to do a Jerry Springer type segment, I mean, that's an idea. So, I mean, it all depends on really how you look at it. Yes, we are here to have fun, nothing to get upset. But I mean, it's just to have fun, yeah. Maybe one night of challenges, keep it fun. That's another one. I mean, that's definitely an idea. I mean, that's the Grim department with all the challenges he comes up with for his nephew and his extended family. But like something like that could be a fun night. Just random challenges. Like, yeah, I could see that being decent. Almost like an adult game show night. Like, not so much like a sitting and asking questions type of thing, but like pop up the show and like say you're somewhere in particular or something. So I mean, I do like your game nights helps to unwind. Well, game nights are another good option. I mean, we're still gonna have trivia night. But like if there's another type of game that you guys would like to play, like that's fine. Like I said, I want to try to get more interactive. Like, don't get me wrong, talking sports is one of my hobbies, and talking movies is another great thing. But like, it just feels like it doesn't have that same oomph anymore. So, Amber likes Hangman. Hangman was a lot of fun. We could go back to that once in a while. That's definitely a good idea. Hangman stimulates the mind, but it also keeps you thinking. So, I can definitely bring back Hangman. That is for sure. Even on nights when Mama D's on Wednesday nights, we could do Hangman. That's a simple game that it's easy to show on screen. A little bit delayed on Facebook when I won't lie, but that definitely can make a comeback, and I will make that happen. I bring that note. I did not. So Hangman is an idea. We have maybe one night of challenges. That's something I can run by Alan to see if he would help with that. Maybe add that to like a Friday night thing, just like change things up. I mean, because ultimately, like Ron always says, and Alan always says, I say it once in a while, these shows depend on you, the viewer. And like we feel, would you rather nights? Okay, that's another good one. They could get really protest, for sure. But yeah, like these shows are based off you, the viewer. So yeah, the viewership's there, but some nights it feels like nobody wants to interact. I don't know if it's just because they're bored of hearing the same things over and over, if it's something they're not interested in, so forth. So like if we have to add more games to the channel to get people to act more involved, challenges like Jackie said, we could, like I said, try to set up a Jerry Springer type night. I mean, it could get interesting, and that's what I want. I want more people involved that will find this interesting. Because, like, shows like this, like, you could do a recorded show all you want. You don't get that same effect of being live. And that's why I chose to take the show live, is so you get that crowd interaction, you get the feedback, you get to talk to people, you read comments in the chat as you're doing your segment. That helps the show go. So if not, like a night like tonight, if nobody was in chat, I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. So I mean, don't want that. We want people to feel included in the show, be part of the family. Like you take your time out to come and hang out with us. So now we want to reward you by basically handing over the keys to a show to you. So I try to interact, but some nights it's hard when someone is waiting a bit of time, and that's understandable as well, Amber. Like at one point we were doing shows at like 8:30, and 9 o'clock. So I decided to make all the shows at 9 o'clock. That way we can still gain an audience. People would still want to come in and hang out with us. It's not too late. You figure an average show in here runs 90 minutes to 2 hours. So that puts you at that 10:30, 11 o'clock window when most adults who are lucky enough tend to fall asleep because they got work in the morning. So like that's something I thought was a good idea. Is just one set time for all the shows, 9 o'clock, unless we're doing like a special Saturday show or something like that. Like this past Saturday, I tried to do a live show at 12:30 in the afternoon while I was out in Penn State, but the weather was absolutely atrocious. Cell phone service was bad, so forth. But like our main shows during the week, I try to keep it consistent 9 o'clock because there would be sometimes I would be starting a show at 8:30 and I'm working till 8, so I'm rushing to get home, get set up, and all that stuff. What's up, Darth? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope your stream's going well tonight, sir. Yeah. I mean, you try to be the best, but you can always be better. And that's what tonight's all about, Darth, is just trying to find out what I need to do to make the show that much better than it is before. So, I mean, to be the best, you gotta be better than the best. I mean, this week has been Diamond. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. You should do raffles or giveaways, like bring more people in. It was fun on the 1 year show. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. But like, all that type of stuff costs money, and like, I'm not asking for donations. I can't receive donations on the show. But like, I know what you're saying. It's nice to do raffles and giveaways. Like, even if we don't do like a prize giveaway, like a $50 gift card or a $100 gift card, like if we do raffles and giveaways, like you can appear on the show or something one night. Like I don't know if that's something people would find interesting. So I mean, raffles and giveaways are another good option. I know Shannon's been working on to getting the merch stuff going to get more of that stuff out for the show. She's working on stuff for the Rev show. I know that for sure. And then I'm going to hopefully sit down and plan stuff with her to get the main show stuff out. Like I could make lanyards on Amazon if people would want lanyards. What else could I do? Lanyards. Could see how much it would cost to get magnets made or like t-shirts of that aspect. Like just something to get the name out there so more people would want to get involved with the show. Maybe a night of Q&A, getting to know everyone better, or just really know about anything. That is another good one. A Q&A night. Like, you could put on a different host for that one, or one night if we're all available. All of the hosts that come on like a Friday night or something. Like, certain nights I know that certain people can't do certain shows, but like, if you plan it enough in advance, you could have something like that. Yes, everyone together. Yeah, I mean, I'm game. I mean, and do a Q&A. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a cool idea because you figure you would have myself, Ron, Shannon, Ellen, and Morgan if she's up for it. I know she's been busy lately, but like, we could plan it when she's available. Just do like a basement show Q&A, but then we would need you, the viewer, to be in chat with us to help us make that happen. Because if not, we're just sitting all around BSing and stuff like that. It would still be a lot of fun to get everybody involved, but like I feel like you need that motivation to get everybody involved. Like how we did the One U show, we had all of us come on. I was freaking phenomenal. We had a lot of fun that night. So maybe we need to do that more often. Like, I don't know if you watched the One U show or not, Jackie, but like, I had all the hosts on for now, and then I brought back some previous hosts as well. So I mean, there's ways to do that. So that's another good idea. I should probably be writing some of these down. Let's see if I can grab a piece of paper real quick. Hold on a second. Got my marker. So our first one we said, let's see, an open discussion. Okay. But Jerry, question mark. That is from Amber. Okay, what else do we have? We have challenge night. That was also from Jackie. Okay. More game nights. That's from Miss Amber. Raffles and giveaways. AP, another one from S. Amber. And then all hosts Q&A. Now it's Miss Jackie. Okay, so that's 6 different ideas so far. So if you're still watching or just popping in for the first time, tonight we're just doing an open discussion type thing where I'm trying to get different ideas on how to make this show more interactive. And we've had some good ideas so far from Miss Jackie and Miss Amber. Like an open discussion type night with it, like this one. Maybe add like a Jerry Springer type segment to spice things up and have some fun with it. Jackie suggested a challenge night where we do different challenges like the Rev likes to do on his show. Amber suggested more game nights and then more raffles and giveaways. And then Jackie's last idea was an all-host Q&A. So I mean, all really good ideas, and that's what like I want. I want people to suggest different ideas because these shows depend on you, the viewer. That's how I look at it. So I mean, you can do shows all you want, but if no one's paying attention, no one's interacting with it, like what fun is it? At the end of the night, it's kind of boring, and you're just sitting here listening to people talk over and over. So, like I said, if you're just popping in, I am Mr. Knast, the host of many shows on this channel, along with other people that help me with the show. And I'm just hanging out with you guys tonight to see if you had any suggestions. If you had any suggestions to help us make this show that much better than it was before, because I have noticed as of late that some shows are doing very well, some shows are floating, and then it seems, to be honest with you, some shows that are sinking, and I don't want that. I want more people to feel like they're included with the show, involved with the show. So, like, if you have any ideas, please at all throw them out there. I mean, within reason. Like, we can't have like live music on here unless I get permission from the music themselves. I tried doing a movie night, a real legit movie night, that got banned right away. and so forth. But like, there's so many other avenues that like someone might have an idea that we haven't thought of yet. So that's what tonight's about. Is just getting ideas from you, our viewers, because we can't thank you enough for what you do to help out with the growth of this show. And we want more people to be involved. Rather, if you've been following the show since day one, or if you came on when Rev, Shannon, and all them joined the fun. Because we're always looking for ways to involve everybody and get even some new people in here. So, yeah, that's pretty much what tonight's all about. It's just listening to your viewers and to see what you all have to say. So I know Wednesday nights normally we have our trivia night. So if you're looking for trivia this week, I apologize. We should be back on that swing soon. Yeah. So please feel free to put any comments if you're on Twitch, YouTube, if anyone's on Facebook just listening. The more ideas, the more fuel it helps me out. Because it can lead to bigger and better things with the show. I mean, I'm very happy to see what it's going so far. I can't thank everybody enough already for the support with helping grow this channel. And the year plus we've been live with it. It's been absolutely incredible. But let's turn it up a notch. Let's add some new stuff to it. So we've had some really good ideas so far from Ms. Amber and Jackie. So, I mean, if you're in chat and you're listening, please feel free. Let me know what you think. These shows, like I said, depending on you, the viewer, interacting with us, letting us know you're here, rather if it's dropping a like or a comment, if it's your first time here, your last time here, like, we want to know what you like. So, because it's just me sitting here talking to myself, which is okay, but that gets boring. So like when you do a show live like this, you expect like that interaction aspect of it. You want people to jump in and let you know that you're in chat or hanging out. So I'll drop another share. Post it. So just on chat, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. If you have any other ideas, if anyone else is new in chat and just tuning in for a little bit, appreciate you hanging out. We had some good ideas so far. So again, if you're just tuning in, I'll go over them again real quick. Jackie has suggested doing an open discussion, like kind of like we're doing right now. Amber suggested maybe like a Jerry Springer type segment, which could get be a lot of fun, but if you get enough people to do it. Challenge night. If you watch Thursday night, the Rev has always come up with a different challenge for his viewers. So we could do a whole night where it's just based on challenges, which could be fun. More game nights. Bring Hangman back. Would you rather? And also more raffles and giveaways to give you a chance. Maybe one giveaway would be a chance to come on the show as a host. We always like new people to be a part of the show. And then our last one that was presented a couple minutes ago, all host Q&A, where we have all of our hosts come on. So I don't know how many single people are out there involved with the Basement Show, but maybe we can have a singles night. More people that are involved and they are single. I mean, it would be fun to do a singles night, Gary, don't get me wrong, but out of everybody that is a host on the Basement Show, I am the only single one. That's hard to believe. You got Alan Shan married, Morgan's married, Bond's married. I mean, that's kind of why I decided to do the show in the first place. It's just like to give me something to do, keep my mind busy. So that's how I look at it. It's just like the fact that like single guy living by myself needed something to do. So I was like, you know what? Let me start a talk show podcast type thing. I mean, I had my buddy Leach started with me back in the day in the very room I'm in now. We did a 42-minute recorded one that went live. But then we didn't do it anymore because of COVID and it was hard to get together. But then I realized, hey, I got the format, I got the page. I mean, now I just got to find people who would be willing to help me go live with it. And I did it in the beginning. We were off and running. And it was on fire. And now it's great. John, what about you playing video games, like a role-playing game, and chat makes your decisions? That's not a bad idea, but I would have to figure out how to get my gaming console to work on the computer I have. But that's not a bad one. I'll write that down, Matt. Are you looking for like topics? Jackie, what I'm looking for is ideas. Like ideas to get more people involved with the show. Like how can we get you, the viewers, to be more involved? Rather if it is topics or stuff like that. So yeah, topics is a good way to put it. You can say yes. So Matt said play role, play video game, chat. Oh. Okay, thank you, Mr. Matt, for the idea. I wrote it down. But yeah, Jackie, it depends on if there's certain topics you like or just like ideas. Is the way I was trying to think of it. Is like just how to get more people involved with it. Okay, so maybe we can talk about most embarrassing moments. So it sounds like those topics would fall under like the all host Q&A type night or like an open discussion type night, right? If I'm understanding that type of thing correctly. So everything moments. If I could spell it, that'd be great. I've had a show about wrestling. Doris and Curtis, you both know we tried the restaurant show before. I mean, Doris was part of the family for a little bit, and he decided he wanted to go on his endeavors, which I am super proud of you, Matt. You've done a wonderful job with your channel. Seeing your growth has been incredible. Keep up the good work, buddy. You're doing it did work, though. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It did work. And, I mean, it helps you out. I mean, look where you're at now. You're kicking ass. I mean, it got your name out there. You're doing great, Matt. I just can't say how proud I am to see your growth the last couple months. It's been great, man. So keep up what you're doing. And who knows, you might get that affiliate before I do on Twitch. You never know. So just keep grinding. You're doing great, bro. This is just and that's how I'm looking at it. I mean, speed bumps happen in creation when you're trying to do stuff like this. Now, if I was to be someone like you playing video games every night, that's different. You got that steady flow. You have an awesome schedule, like one that you're doing Fortnite, and the other one you're doing Apex. You switch it up, which is good. You have that capability. Me, when you try to change shows around, you're trying to get more people involved. You're trying to throw out different ideas to get that viewer back involved. If that's what makes any sense. So, speed bump's a great way to put it. I'm just trying to get over the hump. You might as well say. So, Jackie says maybe a music night, not playing it, but people talking about their favorite artists, or songs they like, or maybe an 80s or 90s night because we are 80s babies. Okay, so we got a music night. Music night. Okay. That came from Miss Jackie. And then 80. Okay, I got those two written down. Thank you, Jackie. I mean, we have done Throwback Thursdays once in a while, and they seem to be a very popular hit. So I mean, Morgan and Shannon are supposed to plan another one for that. I don't know what happened with it, but even if you just give a show towards an 80s and 90s, just in general, like what you're saying, like, just do that type of format. I mean, that could be a good one too. So, and then the music night aspect, you could get the Rev involved with that one because he knows a lot of music. Ron knows a lot of music, so there's multiple people I could get involved in that one too. So, two great ideas. I mean, it'd be cool to be able to play some new music, don't get me wrong. I believe you can play up to like 15 seconds before it gets flagged. I mean, you might be able to get away with a little bit more sometimes, depending on how you look at it. So, I mean, really good ideas though. Something I can definitely pass along for sure. But if you're just tuning in, tonight we're just having an open discussion. Jackie, Doris, Curtis, a whole bunch of people have been in and out of chat, giving different ideas. You can play a few seconds of music. Yes, we've actually done that before to movie soundtracks. Oddly enough, we played a different version of the Rocky theme song, Gonna Fly Now, by someone that Ron had suggested, and it actually got banned in Russia. I thought it was the funniest fucking thing that Russia banned my show because of a version of Gonna Fly Now. Like, come on, Russia. It's 2023. Rocky 3 happened 30 years ago, just let it go. He beat Drago. Like, stop holding beef, okay? But some people don't want to ever grow up. If so, maybe a music night, play a few seconds of it, and people can guess the song or the artist as well. So you're talking like a music trivia type night. I mean, you could do like a whole. You could do a whole game night of music. Like you play some lyrics, and then like you stop, and then whoever's in the show has to finish the lyric. That type of thing. So, I got it written down next to music night. So that's a good idea, Jackie. I appreciate it. You got credit for that one as well. But yeah, like I said, this is what tonight is supposed to be about. It's just like getting different types of ideas that I can talk to the other people that help me with this, and just try to make this show better. That's the word I'm going to use a lot tonight, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this show more interactive and better than it was. So, I mean, like I said, don't be shy of just suggestions you have. I mean, please feel free to add some input. We've had some awesome ideas. And I want more people to be involved with the show. Like I said, I have a team of awesome hosts. Ron is incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to movies, sports. Morgan's been awesome since she jumped on board with the whole entertainment night that we started months ago. Then we added Rev, and knowing him and his knowledge, that's why he has the Rev Grimm show, because he can hold a 2-hour show by himself. He is more than capable. He knows the business. He would get rid of that guy Ron. My suggestion. I mean, I could take it under advisement, sir, but I don't know. People seem to like him. I mean, I think he's a great guy. He's a very knowledgeable guy when it comes to a lot of different topics. He's a great right-hand man. I mean, so I'll take it under advisement, sir, but I don't think it would be the best for the show to get rid of someone like that because of his knowledge. Knowledge is a good way to put it. So, but I will let him know that you had suggested I get rid of him. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to have to overrule your suggestions, sir. I'm sorry. But how's it going tonight, Ron? Nice to see you. I know a lot of people were, like I said, expecting trivia night tonight because that's what Wednesdays normally are. That show should be coming back soon. It's just been difficult, like I said, putting out a consistent schedule because everyone in this area, like most of us are from South Jersey, are invested in the Phillies right now, and they're an incredible run. I mean, the season's not over yet, so it's been fun to watch baseball lately. I mean, this is the only time of year I actually sit down and watch a baseball game start to finish is the playoffs because it's so intense. Wow, that you missed off a couple minutes going Twitch. You might still be over there, but yeah, Ron, we're just hanging out tonight, trying to get suggestions on how to make the basement show better. And I mean, Jackie and Amber have been pumping out awesome ideas. Matt gave an idea about playing video games and like a role-playing type video game and having the chat be the voice of reason almost, like guiding you along the challenges and stuff like that. So that's what tonight's all about, just hanging out with you guys, chit-chatting, figuring out how to make the basement show better than it ever was before. Because there's ways to do it. And like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do. So, I mean, that's what the whole basis and premise of tonight is just getting viewer feedback. So if you're just in chat hanging out, thank you for stopping by. I think Ron's probably might still be at the bowling alley. He might be home by now. Dorch should be still on his stream. So yeah, we're just hanging out. So don't be shy if you're in chat looking. Let me know you're here. Say hi, what's up? We don't play here in the basement show. We try to acknowledge everybody who comes in chat as a thank you for taking out of your time to spend some of your night with us. I mean, it's freaking amazing that this type of show can get this kind of support. I mean, did I ever think this was possible? And in a crazy sense, I did, but at the same aspect, like, you kind of scratch your head because you're left to think like, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Type of thing. I mean, we have changed a lot, and we've been live when it comes to making intros, outros. It's fun. And like, I still got that fire, I still got that passion, and I still got nothing but time, you can say. And just like the constant of people stopping in, saying what's up for the first time, or if you're a viewer that comes back and watches the show on a weekly basis, it's all appreciation to you guys. I mean, you guys always make these shows go. People like me, Ron, Rev, Shannon, Morgan. So, Saturday Night Live drama. I like the idea, but I don't like the night. As crazy as it sounds, Saturday night is technically and honestly the only night I'm not sitting on my computer. Because I put a lot of work in behind the show that people sometimes see, sometimes people don't see. Like the background you see on the page right now with the whole bricklayer, the names, the design. I do all of that. I mean, I love all my other hosts to death, but I do all the intros and stuff. So Saturday night is a night I take to myself. Once in a while, you will get that occasional live on location show on Saturday, like I tried to do this past Saturday, or Saturday night shenanigans if we're all just hanging out, or if like Shannon and Alan have good people over and they're doing the challenge night, they call it. I'm the perfect fit for Saturday night drama. Hey, if you can figure out how to run the show and I give you controls, have at it. Like I said, anyone who ever has a show idea, I'm more than welcome to listen to it. I'd give you about two weeks to a month to get the premise down on how you want to run your show, what you expect from your show, stuff like that. But if you want to come up with a show idea, there you go. You have a 2-month window, well, a month window to come up with the concept. Tell me how you would want the intro. What will you base your show off of? Stuff like that. Now, is this like a IRL type show where you're trying to like show people your real life drama? That's the type of stuff you gotta think about. What kind of audience are you gearing your show towards? So, I mean, Saturday Night Drama kind of sounds like Saturday Night Fever almost. Or you can make a show, Jackie's Gossip. So, I mean, if you think of a way how you want to do it, Jackie, let me know. I I mean, we can substitute it in 1 week for a different show. Haha, I love that idea. See? Like I said, you got to think on your toes on what kind of audience are you trying to reach with your show. Like, when we do our sports night, we're trying to talk about sports with people we know that like sports. Or like an entertainment night, you have Morgan and Shannon now, like telling different types of stories. If it's twisted stories or real life stories, we did Mad Libs back in the day. And we branched off to trivia, made that its own night because it was so popular. So maybe we nix the trivia night and we make that like game night in general. Thursday night, you have the Rev. He does a phenomenal job with his show. You can't change nothing about that. The man has over 400 views on his show from last Thursday. Like maybe change the night that he's on. Maybe boost the ratings on a different night. But other than that, like the Rev Grimm show is the Rev's. I have no say in his show. I know I run the whole channel and stuff like that, but he knows what he's doing. I stay out of it. I make the intros for him. I help promote it. Other than that, unless he wants me in the last 10 minutes, the Rev Grimm show is the Rev. And I just let that go. Now, Friday Night Movie Night is a show that we had started way back in the day when this channel first started, because I was trying to think of different ideas how to do it. And I was like, oh, I like the sounds of a Friday Night Movie Night type thing. And since we started, maybe 2 weeks after the fact, is when Friday Night Movie Night was born. But like, is that something that people are so interested in? Or could we make that, like, instead of Saturday Night Drama, like, do we change the Friday night concept? Do I get rid of movie night? As much as I would hate to, do we make that a different type of format? Do we make that a music night now? Or do we make that like in the 80s, 90s night that Jackie has suggested? Web show is awesome. Big shout out to Rev Grimm. He keeps your attention. That he does. Because you never know what that man's going to say next. I mean, I help promote that show. Even though I'm not physically on that show. You sure that pinged me? I lost track of time. Sorry, Gina. But yeah. You know I love talking movies. Well, tonight, Gina, we're having an open discussion on how to make the show better. And like we've had some awesome ideas so far. So I mean, we're just trying to think how to get more people involved with the show. And like Jackie was just saying how like she loves the Rev Grimm show, he keeps your attention and stuff like that. So I mean, it's all these different ideas that you're trying to like gain from the viewership on what could make the show better than the show before or the week before. And like we've had some really good ideas tonight. So if you have anything that you think would help make the show that much better, please feel free to share. Like I said, we're just hanging out tonight. There's not really a set agenda. I'm just trying to interact with you, the viewers, to get ideas. Because like there's some shows I feel unfortunately are slacking a little bit, and I feel like I need to change things up to get more people involved. So, but yeah, going back to what Jackie was saying, it's crazy you say that because Ron that came in himself and said, get rid of that guy, Ron, is my suggestion. Ron said that himself. But I would feel like that's the wrong thing to do because Ron's almost like an OG. He's been around for almost a year now. He's incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to a lot of different things. But like, getting rid of Ron would be probably a mistake. In my opinion. Just saying. But Jackie was giving a shout out to the Rev because how awesome his show is. Like, So if there's anyone else in the chat that hasn't spoken up yet, please feel free. Seriously though, he's great for movie and sports night. He is very knowledgeable. And that he is, he makes me look bad. Like, people say I know an incredibly lot about sports, but I'm far less superior to Ron. And movies, the same thing. Like, I can talk movies, but Ron just is incredible. I mean, he's great. Like, those two shows, if it wasn't for Ron, would be nothing. So like, that's what tonight is about, is trying to figure out how to branch the show out. I have to think more on it. I can try to suggest. Hey, any suggestions is a good. Like I said, we've had 9 awesome ones so far, and one of which I would have to talk to everybody, see if they would be interested and get involved with it. And it would be just everybody that's involved in the show doing like a Q&A type thing. Jackie had suggested an all-host Q&A where we bring all the hosts on one night, and just like people in the chat can ask certain questions to certain people. And I love the idea, because then you get to know your host for one, and you're branching out and you're getting to know people more. And then she also had suggested, like how we all know Red likes to do his challenges, do a challenge night type thing, where it could be all the hosts on the show at once, or a different host every time, and just picking different challenges for that person to do. So there's a lot of different ways you could do stuff like that. We'll go a little bit longer. I'll share this out again. Make the post real quick. Alright, anyone still here? I don't know who's all still left in chat. I know I'm watching on my phone. Just in case I missed anyone's comments, I can go back and see it. By the way, Jackie, I'll message you off the show. Okay, I don't really feel comfortable talking that on the show. I'll message you as soon as I end this, and we can talk about it, but I kind of don't feel like talking about it on the camera. I am, but I don't have it here. Well, that's alright, Gina. I just appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit. I mean, your support is always awesome, Gina. Same with Jackie. I appreciate your support. And Jackie said, okay. Thumbs up. I will message you as soon as I go off the air. Which might be, I don't know. We'll see if anybody new wants to pop in and post suggestions out. If not, like I said, just tonight was just a night to hang out with you guys and chat and just chit chat and throw out ideas. And like I said, we've had some good ideas. I can go over the list real quick with Gina, since she just popped in a couple minutes ago. So the first one was an open discussion night type of thing, like we're doing tonight. Just bring a different host on every single time. Amber had suggested almost like a Jerry Springer type segment, which could get very interesting, but a lot of fun. Jackie suggested a challenge tonight. We all like Rev challenges. Maybe I could get him involved in a show like that. Amber suggested more game nights, bringing back like Hangman, Would You Rather type of games, that type of thing. Then she also suggested more raffles and giveaways, which is kind of hard to do. But one of the giveaways you could do is like whoever won it could be a guest on the show one night, stuff like that. And so Jackie suggested all host Q&A with some topics like most embarrassing moments, past relationships, stuff like that. Pry in a little bit, have some fun. My buddy Matt stopped by with a suggestion about playing role-playing video games but have the chat help you out with the game. And then Jackie had suggested a music night type theme where you like talk about music, and then also the same night you could do music type games where like you play some of a song, then you stop it, and the person has to finish the lyrics. And then she also suggested like an 80s and 90s night, so like a generational type night. So all awesome ideas, definitely written down as people can see with chicken scratch handwriting and marker. But just great ideas to help make the show better. Because that's what I'm trying to do, is make the show better than it was last week and the week before, as we always try to strive to make it better, more entertaining, more interactive. So stuff like that. So I'll hang out a couple more minutes if people are still in chat, want to chat. Let me know you're here. Appreciate everyone who has stopped by so far tonight. Like I said, it's just for the moment. Sorry, I was having an adult conversation. All good, Katie. Thank you for popping in chat tonight. Nice to see you. Okay, we're just having an open discussion tonight. I know you're a newcomer. Appreciate your support with the show. Tonight we're just sitting back, talking with you, the viewer, trying to figure out what we could do to get you involved, or people you know involved more with the show. So if you have any ideas, suggestions that you think could help make the show that much better, that's what tonight's all about, is just talking to you guys, getting to know you, what kind of stuff you would like for the show to branch out to that could get you more involved, or you spreading the word to get people more involved with the show. Best way to put it. Share this real quick. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Like I said, if you have any other suggestions that you think that would help put the show, make it that much better, please feel free to leave them in chat. If not, I'll probably have to show up soon. Appreciate you all hanging out tonight. It's been awesome seeing people hanging out. But like I said, tonight we're just trying to gauge interest from you, the viewer, on how we can make this show more involved for you. Like, what kind of things would you sit back and entertain for? We could go in the chat and tell them like what state we're. Yeah, I mean, one way to get to know your chat, Katie, you're absolutely right. because it's nice to know where people are from, like how people heard about the show, that type of stuff. Like, I mean, this show brings out a lot of different types of people. I've met a lot of new people through this, but like that's a good idea. Like, just getting to know your chat, like asking questions, like where they're from, how did they find the page, all that type of stuff. It's awesome. So, like, Katie, we'll use you for an example. How did you hear about the page? Where did you find the page at? We only met, yeah, exactly, Gene. Like, there's a lot of people I've never met personally, but you feel like you have that connection because you're interacting with people you've never met before on that live basis. And like, when you have a show like this where you can interact with people, you feel like you get to know your people. So, evening, Jack. Nice to see you. Get to know chat. Thanks for popping in tonight, Jack. It's always good to see you. Tonight we're just having an open, random discussion about how to make this show better than it has before. That's the word I've been using a lot tonight. It's just how to make the show better. How can we get more people involved with it? Same with Rev. I only got to know him because of the show. We've talked outside the show. Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing of it. I mean, I've met a lot of people I know nowadays through other streams. And like, there's been some that I could say have been inspirations to me to get this show going. And then, like, back in the day when I had my friend Sam on here all the time, like, I met him through a stream. Andrew, the same thing. Met her through a different content creator. Like, when you're a content creator, it branches out to be a bigger family. And like, I'll use Darth as an example. I know Darth personally, but like, someone who doesn't know Darth saw him on my show. Now they're over there showing him support on his channel with what he's doing, and that's freaking phenomenal. Like, it's building relationships within the show community that help you branch out to your community. Because like, once you're a streamer, you're always like, you're part of a family. Like, I have plenty of streamers who pop in this chat on a daily basis, and like, I go try to do the same thing for them. So we have Native Ultra Gaming, who I go over and support on a daily basis when I can. Jimmy Dukes Gaming pops in and out occasionally. He's another awesome content creator I know. Cycling with Doc is the reason I got to know some people I know. He's an awesome dude that streams a lot. Now you can say Darth's on the list. Darth started here with us on Turnbuckle Thursdays, but then branched out to get his own stuff going. One second. But no, I mean, just the more people that you have get involved with these type of shows, it just helps. I mean, so we had some awesome feedback tonight, and definitely something I need to look at is just like how to get you guys involved. Because you can record live all you want, but when it boils down to it, if you're just sitting here talking to yourself, I mean, some people don't don't feel involved, or B, they get bored and they don't want to stay long. I don't want that. I want people to be in here every night, and that's what makes the Red Grim Show that much phenomenal, because you never know what to expect. That's the element of surprise, and I love it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, the show has been great. Some nights were a struggle, some nights were rewarding, and some nights were just in the middle. So, like I said, I'm just trying to find that more towards the middle and then more rewarding. So, like, how can I get more people involved? How can I get that viewership to take up just a little bit? How can I get new people involved? So that's like what tonight was all about, just getting to know my audience. And I had Jackie throw out some awesome ideas, Amber throw out some ideas, Matt gave me a good idea. Like, these shows are only possible because of our chat. Either if it's just popping in and say, hey, like Jack does occasionally, or Katie, like I said, I'm just trying to find, like, I want to get to know the chat. I want to get to know what you guys like. And that's what makes Rev awesome, because he involves everybody. He has his own set of people. But, like, how can I get his people to come check out on, like, a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night show? So that's what I've been trying to figure out, is how can I make this show better? That's the word I've been using all night, and it's the word I'm going to keep using. How can I make this show better from the night before to the week before to the month before? So if anyone doesn't have any other suggestions, I'll wrap this up. I mean, it was just basically an impromptu live, you might as well say, just to sit back, hang out with you guys for a little bit, chit chat, see how everyone's been. We haven't been as live as much lately because of the Phillies being in the playoffs, making a run, which is super exciting if you live on the East Coast, especially around the city. But we should be back on a normal basis really soon. Rather, if that's with the same show, some of these new ideas we have, it just all depends on you guys. We go only as far as you guys in chat will take us. And that's the way I look at it, is without people in chat interacting, talking, whatever, it's just us sitting here talking to nobody. Like a night like tonight, when I have no other host. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. You hear that echo. But you're reaching people because people are commenting. That's a win. That keeps you going when you're on a show by yourself at night. Now, do I like it on one-on-one type shows? No. But do I need maybe to do them more often? Sure. If it helps you to get to know the chat better. Hello, Mr. Ice. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Gina says, I always try to comment. And that's what we want. We want people to comment. Even if they're just popping in to say what's up or how's it going. Like, to know that people have taken the time out of their day to pop in and show me and the page support is freaking awesome. So, like Kevin, for instance, he's probably just hanging out on his phone and saw I was live, decided to pop in. That's awesome. I mean, even if we get one comment a person, for every one person that stops in the chat, if you ask me, that's a win. Because sometimes you might have 7, 8 people pop in. If those 7, 8 people leave a comment, that's a win. If you get people on different platforms, Twitch, or if you're over on YouTube and you decide to pop in and check this out, say what's up. I try to acknowledge at least everybody who comes in this chat, because it's a thank you for you taking your time out of your day to come show the Basement Show support. Because without you guys, I mean, these shows don't happen. I know Rev says it all the time, Ron says it all the time, but it's the truth. when you're doing a live interactive show, unless you have somebody else on you on the other side of that camera, and it's two of you, shows like today, it feels like you just talk to yourself. So I don't know if you're still in or not, but like tonight we're just having an open discussion on how to make the basement show better. And that's how I look at it. How can I make this show better than it was the night before? So I'm getting dinged again. But that's what it all boils down to. Is just get more people involved. But we gotta change some nights up, add new people, take people off, which I don't want to do. It's just something is holding the show back. And I shouldn't say it like that, but it's true. Something's holding the show back from growing to the potential that it has. And you as the viewer have to help with that. We need your expertise to know what you would want us to talk about. And I've had some awesome ideas tonight. Some I can really put into motion. Some that might take a little convincing to do on other ends. But like that doesn't stop me, deter me from trying to make the show better. So if you always try to comment and like you're doing great, man. The shows are great, and you provide great content. Ups and downs come, but you still do your thing. Yeah, and Kev, that's what we try to do. That is the number one goal as a content creator. Is you go through the ups and downs, but at the end of the day, you still keep pushing. You're still grinding. You're still trying to improve. Like I still always tell people, if you would have told me that I'd be doing this for over a year, I'd be saying you're nuts. I'd say you're absolutely out of your mind. There's no way possible. Because everybody who knows me in real life knows I have bad social anxiety. The older I've gotten, the worse it's gotten. If I don't know you, I won't talk. So now you're putting a microphone in my face, a camera pointing right at me, and a spotlight beaming on me. I mean, all of this stuff 2 years ago, you would have told me I would be doing that, I would have laughed. Because I know I'm not the best looking guy. I don't sound right. I have the speech impediment or whatever you want to call it. But like the fact that I keep coming back night after night after night shows I'm getting over a fear that I didn't think I could. And it's just people encouraging me, showing the support, so forth, that makes me not think about that anymore. I mean, growing up in my shoes, it's hard. I had an up and down life, still do to this day. You have your ups and then you have your down moments because you never know what's going to happen. So, like, someone like me, you take life one day at a time. And that's what I'm trying to do. You find that steady pace where you can not so much coast, but like you go. And then when you become a host of like your own show with your own last name on it, like that's a victory. The fact that so many people want to tune in will show that this pays so much support and so forth over the year and a half we've been doing this. It's just a testament to all you that you bring us into your homes or on your cell phones or your laptops, or some people watch us on a flat screen TV. The fact that people take the time out of their day to show a guy like me the support is truly incredible. Because people say, "Oh, basement show with Mr. Knast." Like, what the hell is this? Like, they'll put it on for a second and then they turn it off. They miss out because they think it's just some random idiot talking about random things. So Oh yeah, like I said, when he's at a second job cleaning at night. I mean, there's so much that you could do for your audience that helps fuel you. And like everyone who steps in the chat on a nightly basis, or just it's incredible. Gary says that's why I put your microphone right in your face. You did, but you can't see it. People don't know it's right next to me. I hope it sounds better. I mean, it's just the little things that help you get where you want in life. Do I expect fame out of this? No. Do I expect to meet new friends out of this? I already have. Can I make this show more suitable for people? I hope so. Do I want people to spread the word about this show? Absolutely. Because if you take the time to stop in and say hi, it means so much. And ICE came up with a slogan about probably around this time last year. You pop in the show, as crazy as it sounds, it makes you a basement dweller. And I loved it. Basement Dwellers Club. You're part of a family. Like you have the Nexus Nation, or I forget what Kev said his community was going to be. Coach Clay TV, the Clay community. Like there's so many different communities out there. So the fact that people want to take the time to be part of mine, it's awesome. And I can't thank you all enough. So help us get bigger. Help us get better. Just continue to help us grow. Because at the end of the day, I want to keep doing this. It gives me something to look forward to on a nightly basis. It gives me a way to step out of my comfort zone, as you might say. Because I'm the type of guy that if I don't know you, I don't talk. I'll hide in the corner and just sit back and not do anything. I'm as crazy as it is, I'm a shy person. Once I know you, then I can just be myself. And with a camera and a microphone in my face, I feel like I'm being able to be myself more. And that's awesome. So, I mean, that's all I really can say. I mean, you guys have been awesome to us here on the show. I have everyone's ideas written down. How about maybe a zodiac sign night? Another good idea. I'll write that down before I sign off. Zodiac. All right, add it to the list, Jack. Thank you for all your ideas tonight. They have been awesome. Hopefully we can get some of these, like I said, put in motion and just like go forward, because we want to keep building the show. We want more people to stop by. We want new people to come in. So like Ron always says, like, share, and follow. By liking the show, sharing the show, like you're branching the show out, because then you hit that certain percentage of new people. We'll have more content on the Facebook page that isn't just tuning in. Yeah, I mean, Gina, I mean, that's your idea too. Like, you make just different posts throughout the week. Like try to get like find out what people want to talk about, stuff like that. That's another good idea. So, all right, I wrote that down too, Gina. Thank you. But yeah, just simple stuff like that. Like if it's making a post, to see how people are doing, stuff like that. I mean, because there's 454 followers on Facebook, and that's freaking phenomenal. So like, making more posts, like more, maybe set up more polls. Who knows? So I mean, you guys have all been absolutely phenomenal. Um, can't thank you all enough for your support. Please, like Ryan always says, make sure to like, share, and follow the show. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. It helps us out. Tell your friends. Like the Rev gave a challenge for one night. We had like 10 people in chat. So tonight, Jackie, I challenge you, Gina, Gary, Kevin, Amber, everyone who stopped by tonight. Share the show, share the page out. Let people know what we do, what we're all about, what our message is. Like, help us grow this community. Because anyone can be a basement dweller on Facebook. Or if you don't like checking stuff out on Facebook, tell them to go check out the YouTube. All the shows go on YouTube. Twitch, all the shows save on Twitch. And then TikTok's just my way of making different reels and stuff to help promote the show. I want more people to feel involved with this. Because it's like we always say, without you in chat, these shows don't go nowhere. But with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap it up, call it a night. But I know for a fact that the Rev will be live tomorrow night for the Rev Grimm show. So, I mean, come show him support because his show is absolutely amazing. And as of now, don't know if we're going to do Friday night movie night or not because the Phillies have a big game Friday night. But we'll see. But I hope to get some of these new ideas into fruition soon. I'm going to talk to my different hosts. Tell everyone the different suggestions because some of them are great. So, I mean, just thank you to Gina, Jackie, Gary, Kevin, Curtis, Doris, Jack stopped by, Katie. Ron stopped in for a couple minutes. Who else do we have tonight? Amber, Diamond said what's up. Amber. Yeah, I mean, you guys are all phenomenal. So thank you for making my Wednesday night a little bit more enjoyable. And please make sure to let people know what this show is all about. Because we want to continue making each show a better show than the one before. And we're striving for more. We're hungry for more. So until the next one, hope everyone has a good night, a good Thursday, and we'll catch you again soon. Good night.